deck.
That's right.
Because some don't have their down air grabs, right? Some don't have their down air up smashes.
Right.
Some do not have platform tech chases. The ones that, with rest specifically, the ones that do are horrifying monsters because it's very easy to send people upward as Puff.
Oh, that could have been huge. Yeah, last night we actually saw Puff go for shield drop rest, which is something that I've seldomly, really if ever, seen HBox go for. So we do have some Puffs pushing the meta a bit. Let's see if maxXy's going to be one of them. Oof. Got to shake that off.
You do not technically have infinite jumps as Puff. It just feels like it.
It really does sometimes.
And you do have to keep track of that. It was excellent conversion for the most part, but he just kept on digging, and that's the second time we saw him just fall on Null's Shine Stall with a soft fair. Null jumps out, but this time maxXy had the jumps to make it back. So it evens up. Both characters at this point capable of blowing the other one up.
All right, maxXy's got one last chance to get some value off of this stock. And it's pretty interesting to see what kind of option you're going to pick in an edgeguard situation. Like, are you going to expect that they're Shine Stalling at the very beginning?
Yeah.
If anything, maxXy's too ready for that Shine Stall. It's almost as if Null should just go for a more immediate recovery option because maxXy's being so patient early on in those interactions. Yeah,
something a lot of Foxes and Falcos, like, as they become more comfortable doing it, their recovery becomes infinitely better, is immediate side piece.
Yeah.
Just instant. Because people are expecting you to jump, people are expecting you to try and position for sweet spots or shortens, and so they're jumping high. And a character like Puff, who doesn't fall that fast, if you just zip under her towards the level, you can regain center, and it makes her question whether or not she should jump instantly.
Absolutely. If you have that as a part of your mix-ups with your recovery, it makes it nearly impossible, if not flat out impossible, to cover everything. And there's a little bit of an immediate side B.
Had to double jump to make sure he didn't die. Very good.
Okay, that shine was pretty close to almost being a gimp on Puff that we don't see too often.
And right there, okay, we do have drill grab.
It was a turnaround grab at that. And unfortunately, maxXy baiting that spot dodge from Null, but not doing much with it.
Ooh, Null almost taking a really quick turnaround stock right there. maxXy's at a scary %.
He crouch cancels that, though, and he's going to remain alive on his second to last stock of game one.
That was close. And yeah, he's a little worried, I think. He doesn't want to suddenly fall behind and then have to try and chase Fox down, worry about eating some lasers, and then being on the back foot for the last stock. Meanwhile, Null, he does not want to lose all the effort that he just put forward. Little tech flubs on the shield.
Yeah, he's got to dash away in that position so he can reestablish a spacing that benefits him. Like, get into a range where your back air hits Puff, but her shield grab won't grab you. We're going to a stock of champions, though, for game one.
Yeah, and pressure-wise, this always...
He double jumped into that grab. Oh my god.
Oh, missed a jump, and
he wanted rest. He didn't get it though.
He so wanted rest.
You know it.
Holy smokes. We've got drops from both players right now. It's getting ugly, and there's nothing in the world that's better than bad melee. Because you truly do not know what's going to happen. You can drop anything in this game, man. Anything.
Too true.
As long as there's a human behind the controller, nothing's a true confirm.
That's it.
maxXy goes down. Null takes it, sharking him with up airs relentlessly. So I'm going to stick with what I know, and what I know is up air.
Man, I feel like we don't see a lot of taunts nowadays. It almost feels old school in nature, just because it was so much more common back then, I feel.
Yeah.
But, man, maxXy, he was just sticking to the platform. He would not leave that thing. And I don't think Null felt very pressured to do much of anything aside from laser and go in when he felt comfortable.
Yeah, when you've got a Fox at a kind of high %, then you don't mind being above him as much because you can just kind of fall on him with like crappy little forward airs and nairs, and you have decent odds of just shoving him somewhere miserable. But when he's at lower %, you've got to focus on your spaced back air looking for your grab.
Yet again, though, a moment ago, maxXy just not impressed with the Shine Stall, missing that opportunity, and this could be a kill. Good SDI, though, from maxXy. And that's something that we haven't seen too much from Null. Null hasn't really been able to get out of the drill grab attempts from maxXy too well.
Right here. maxXy, I feel like we've got to see him just full drift off stage in those cases. Because he's kind of been hanging out directly above Null. And Null just jumps up and up airs. And if maxXy was drifting off the side and getting a chance to refresh invincibility at the edge, like force a come down from more horizontal angle, then there'd be no risk of up air.
Right, and of course, even if he drifts off stage, the Fox can full commit and go out there as well. But the real moral is that you can't always be drifting in the same manner. It seems as though Null has a read on that. That said, maxXy earning himself a bit of a lead here, trying to bring us to a game 3.
Oh, yeah. Here, okay, there he goes. He's hanging out in that aerial real estate
This
up
is
to the top
exactly
left.
what happened at the end of game 1. But now maxXy's got a bit of a lead, and wow.
That was a beautiful combo off of that one up throw. And
are you serious?
He's living. He's living.
You see Null rolled his eyes there. He's like, oh my god. We've all been there.
Thing is, he was barely getting grabbed in game 1, and now he's eaten like as many grabs in the past 10 seconds as he did in all of game 1. You know?
Yeah.
Like you can complain about Puff all you want, but it wasn't happening before, so why is it happening now?
Looks like maxXy's figured something out, and Null's going to have to counter-adapt if he wants to win this.
Yeah.
He does have a counter pick, though.
One thing he figured out is grab. Null seemed really airtight on avoiding him before, but now he's kind of falling into him. I want to see Null play a little more of the outside game, staying away just from those little squishy nubs.
Null with his own drill turnaround grab.
He's got to get maxXy jumping a bit more, which seems a little strange to say against Puff, but when he's coming down on the grounded Puff and getting grabbed, you know, make him play the air game a bit. Take random back airs to the face. They're not throws, you know?
Oh, okay. Barely avoids that. That could have been such a huge swing.
And we got that little bit of smash DI from maxXy popping up to the right, getting out of the double hit up air. And again, minor flubs descending. How many up airs is Null going to hit?
I feel like that's been... Has he gotten a kill with any other move in this
Up
set?
smash, for sure.
Okay.
And he recovered over maxXy when maxXy ran out of jumps. I think that counts. Might as well count.
I'll take it.
And you kind of see what I mean. He's moving close to him, and then he's crossing him up, so he's still close to him. He's getting grabbed. It's not a good look. Let's see more up airs. Cross him up with up airs, clip him with back airs on the backside, and then dance away. Make use of this horizontal space.
Much like game 1, maxXy playing from behind. And I feel like Null he's showing us that he's a lot more comfortable in this position where he has the lead, and he's able to force the Puff to have to press the issue.
Another thing that he's doing by playing that close is he's crashing into Pounds. And Pound is one of Puff's scarier openers because CCing it is the only way you avoid getting launched. If you SDI it down, you get grounded. Ooh.
Wow.
That turn. Holy smokes. That's a dash forward, pivot left, up smash. That was quick reflexes from Null. And maxXy is looking to be in a bad spot. I love that little, that controlling drift. Realized he was crossing Null up, drifts right, and actually turns soft fair into hard fair, gets the kill.
Yeah, this is a huge moment for these guys. maxXy taking so much damage just to try to get even close to Fox.
Oof, that stock blew up. Null just hitting a couple of quick confirms, tacking up the laser damage, and avoiding getting hit. This is very important. Very important.
Wobbles, I've seen a Puff make a 3-stock comeback or 2 in my day.
Well, I mean, he won game 1 with a 3-stock, or game 2 with a 3-stock, but he didn't win game 3.
Null did.
And he's out.
Null gets the 3-stock for game 3 and moves on in bracket. Good stuff to him.
Games 2 and 3 did not look at all like game